welcome back to Soccer Cards United's episode 251 of the greatest soccer card podcast in the world. My name is Jason. That's Enzo. Hello, Enzo.
Hello, Jason. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a bit tired today, but you know, I'm feeling good. I was a bit sleepy. Yeah, not on my usual sort of
chirpy self.
But anyway, we have had to put the Thursday show on Friday a couple of weeks in a row, or a couple of weeks this month, because of a lack of news. There is no such lack of news today. There is hobby drama all over the place.
Hobby drama
for the listener. Enzo just opened a blind, which is very exciting for the viewer.
Yeah, I just felt dark. I said, let me brighten it up a little bit here.
Yeah.
I don't think it particularly works.
I think you actually might be darker now because there's a backlight behind you.
Do you want me to? Should I undo that?
No. You might as well just leave it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Look at you.
Okay. Let's get into. Huh?
Ash, look. You look well. The sun is shining. I said, "Is it sunny today in Dublin?" I have to open this blind. I've been in this bunker.
Cooped up. Yeah.
That's right.
We keep ending with a windowless room, making soccer card content.
Yeah, it's driving me mad.
Let's get straight into Hobby HQ, because I have a breaking news story from the one and only Rich Mueller of SportsCollectorsDaily.com.
Let's freaking go.
Okay.
It's been a while,
Rich,
by the way.
Tell us. Fanatics cancels Orlando show. For the second time, Fanatics Events has postponed one of the 3 collecting-related events it had announced earlier this year. The company revealed Tuesday that Fanatics Collect Orlando, scheduled for early November, would not be held. Plans for another show that had been planned for PNC Park in Pittsburgh in late September were nixed during the summer. Lance Festerman, CEO of Fanatics Events, blamed the 2 recent Florida hurricanes for the decision not to hold the show, which was to be held at the Orlando Orange County Convention Center November 1st to 3rd. Fanatics indicated it was planning to have 700 dealer booths, and several autograph signers had been scheduled to appear. Whoa.
Okay.
So, just to say, when we came back from Fanatics Fest in New York, Enzo, I believe you were telling the listeners that there were 3 kinds of events that Fanatics were going to be hosting. And the Orlando show was the middle category. Pittsburgh was the smaller category, and then New York was the largest category. Is that right?
Yeah, and I think there's one planned for LA that's also part of that largest category.
Right, okay. So this is one of the smaller ones, and one of the medium-sized ones have now been postponed. Let's see what they say. We have been in ongoing conversation with members of the collector community, and together we have decided that it's in the best interest of the community and out of respect for this community and the people of Florida to postpone Fanatics Collect Orlando until early next year. This way, those impacted can focus on rebuilding the storms. After the storms, we've worked hard to listen to collectors and community and remain in line with the advice and guidance they share. They said the decision has not been made lightly. Hurricane Milton made landfall near Sarasota, Florida. Orlando Convention Center Executive Director Mark Tester says the convention center suffered minimal damage and was operating normally. FabTech 2024, a metal forming, fabricating, welding and finishing event for buyers and manufacturers, is still scheduled to be held at the facility this weekend in the middle of October. Over 30,000 people are expected to attend that other event that's been held this October. So, after the success of Fanatics for NYC and in conversation with the Pirates, we simply didn't feel we had enough time to build the event the fans deserve. That's what he said that's what Fensterman said about the Pittsburgh show. And then about Orlando show, he said we'll be using the additional time to craft an even more awesome and elevated card show experience for the collecting community in Florida. Can't wait to launch. Collectors who purchase tickets to the show will get a refund sometime in the next week. So even though it's quote unquote postponed to early next year, everyone's getting a refund and not a transfer.
Yeah.
So that's what Rich Mueller has to say. Enzo, I want to know, what do you have to say about this?
What do I have to say? Obviously not ideal for Fanatics after their kind of successful first show to have the following 2 cancelled. Not great. I know that there was people flying from Europe to Orlando for that show. You know, people obviously have to book that in advance. So I'm sure they'll get maybe refunds on flights if they're lucky, or they'll just be, going to Orlando, I guess.
Yes, for
Universal. Not great for the international community, I guess. I can't really speak to what's gone on in the States with the hurricane and stuff like that. And I can understand they probably would have had a smaller turnout because of the hurricane, just purely out of kind of, if you were actually in a zone that was damaged, you're not going to now make the trip to Orlando. You're picking up the pieces, if you will. So I don't think it's crazy. I think it's obviously unfortunate for them to kind of have to do it back to back. It's almost that thing of like you do it once, you get away with it with confidence of we don't have to take. We take our time. Remember the kind of the statement they
had? Oh
yeah,
it was a very much bravado kind of.
And the second time, like, there's I think there'll be questions around it of was it was the flood a really good chance to tell your mates you're not going?
Yes, did they
because of it?
Kind of say never let a crisis go to waste. Let's use this, hurricane to get out of this event.
We're in over our head a little bit. It would actually be good to have more time. We didn't really think it would be good, and you know what? Let's pull the plug. Because it must have been a difficult decision to do it for what is the second time. Because now it's like, if they announce the next Fanatics Fest is in January and it's in this location, like, I would be hesitant to fly over from Europe.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, oh, whatever. But obviously, like, New York, though, on the flip side of that, like, New York was such a big success that it's like, they're clearly very competent on putting on shows. You know what I mean? So, like, I wouldn't really hold it against.
But I do think there is that thing of you can, there are, it's not just because you're good at putting on a big show doesn't necessarily mean you're good at I think what may be happening is that they're struggling to put something on that's not uber spectacular. Because we know as card show planners ourselves, it's only so much stuff you can do at a card show.
Yeah, you can't innovate and reinvent the wheel too much.
Yeah, so I mean, unless you're going to have the event in New York and have everybody there, or have it in LA and have everybody there, and have the Tom Brady's and have everybody, then it's like, it's kind of difficult to figure out, what does this look like? What does a Fanatics Fest look like? That's not just a regular card show.
And why are we doing it?
And why are we doing it? Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I think time will tell, because ultimately, if they kind of change their thing and they say, hey, we're doing one in New York and one in LA once a year and that's it, then you'll look at these cancellations a bit differently, I suppose. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'll give them a third, 3 strikes and you're out. I'm going to wait. I'll see if the next one that's not a large scale one is cancelled. I'll kind of be like, okay. Because it was a hurricane, it's kind of like, Yeah.
Well, I mean, I suppose I was reading Rich Mueller's, the first half of the article, and I was thinking, Rich, I feel like you're just kind of you're rewording a press release here, but of course I underestimated Rich Mueller and his powers of investigative journalism, because he went straight to the horse's mouth, to the convention center,
to find out.
And the convention center said, there's no damage.
Yeah, we're good to go.
We're fine. They obviously lost people this weekend.
They lost money and they had a slot free up, and they'd be fuming.
Yeah, but also, like, they know whether or not it can go ahead. Now, Fanatics might say, yeah, that's fine, the convention center can run, but the 700 vendor tables or whatever it was, they were mostly sourced from the Florida area, and but I would like to know, Enzo, how many of those vendor tables were sold at the time of the cancellation.
Wow. Or attendee tickets sold.
Yeah, because I actually don't think that the amount of people being cancelled on or being refunded is as high as we might think it is.
Okay, you're saying that you think it was a slower burn and it was a very easy get out of jail.
That's what I think.
Listen, you could do some investigative journalist. You can get into some card shops in Florida, ask them what the vibe, what the temperature was like.
That's right. I need to go around Florida. I need to drive around all over Florida with like a hat that has press in the, in the hat band, like a 1930s.
Yeah, they're stopping you. There's like roadblocks that go, sir, sorry, you can't come past you. And you want, I'm press. I'm reporting. Yeah. And they go, all right, come through. Be careful out there.
Dark, shadowy figure, you got to stop chasing this store. You're getting too close. You're making some very powerful people very unhappy.
You got to stop digging.
You got to stop digging. We know where you live and all this stuff.
Brilliant.
Anyway, so if anyone was scheduled to go to Fanatics Fest in Orlando as a vendor or an attendee and is now not going, please do let us know and write in and tell us.
I do believe that was clashing with the London Card Show that weekend, which is where we're going to be. No hurricane upsetting us that weekend. So I wonder if hopefully that can be beneficial to the London show. Maybe people that were going to go, not a huge cohort, but maybe people that were thinking about going there, or maybe people over there thinking about flying over to London. They're ready for a card show. They've priced all their cards. They're going, I need to get transatlantic and go to London because I need to sell it.
That's right. That's absolutely right. So we'll be at the London Card Show. Beautiful, temperate, non-hurricane
climate.
London.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
But I hope that everyone who was involved in the hurricane is okay.
It's doing good.
Yeah. I know we have a lot of listeners in Florida. Did you know that?
100%. And I hope that we still do.
I believe that Florida, just for those playing along at home, I think Florida might be our third biggest market for this podcast in the States.
Wow. Is that because you've gone to Florida before in the past?
And I've taught, and I've been stopped in the street by people who recognize me.
No, I'm saying you've spread the word.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. me kind of sitting in again. It's me traversing all over Florida, you know. And what outlet do you work for? Sock Card United. What's that? Greatest sock card podcast in the world. Okay, why are you dressed like that? Oh, they got the press hat. Right, another news story to move on to.
Okay,
Enzo, you may remember. In fact, I know you do. That there is a digital collectibles fantasy football kind of platform called Sorare, which about 18 months ago, 2 years ago maybe, was going to take the card world by storm. We were all going to stop buying Panini and Topps cards and start buying Sorare cards. They were doing parallels. They were doing designs. It was all this kind of stuff.
One of ones were doing big numbers.
One-on-ones were doing big numbers. People were talking about, you got to understand this is not just about the utility of playing the game, of winning prizes of Sorare. It's also incredibly collectible, just like physical cards. People were really getting into all that. Well, that kind of has gone by the wayside a little bit recently. And to add to Sorare's woes, this is something that Paul Lesko, the hobby lawyer, brought to our attention.
Oh, what a man.
And this is from a website called casino.org.
What a website.
Yeah. Fantasy soccer giant Sorare charged with illegal gambling in the UK. The UK Gambling Commission has charged multi-billion-dollar fantasy soccer outfit Sorare with with illegal gambling in an extremely rare instance of the agency exercising its prosecutorial powers. First of all, the interesting thing to me there is that it didn't say digital collectibles outfit Sorare. It said fantasy outfit Sorare.
Yeah, I think there is grey area here. I would like to, stick up for Sorare a little bit.
Yeah.
I did always question the collectability aspect of Sorare, because as you see there, kind of in the images, a lot of cards just looked identical. They did make a few kind of special cards, if you got team of the season or if you won a title, they'd put out some special cards, but like the collectability, I never seen it because of that. But there was, people collecting serial number cards and stuff like that. But obviously blockchain powered NFT, was kind of the ownership, even though it was kind of on a third-party platform still.
Yeah, people said it's NFT technology. People were saying, well, they're not really NFTs because
they're not in your wallet. They're in like a Sorare wallet.
Yeah. So this is the charges are a combination of a 3-year gambling commission investigation into the Paris-based company, which is promoted by the EPL and licensed to sell digital sports cards. It's the first mention of sports cards. Licensed to sell digital sports cards of players from all 20 of the league's teams. The deal is rumored to be worth about $40 million a year to the EPL. They can buy and sell soccer cards in the form of NFTs. Okay, I wonder, do we get a mention, meaning soccer cards, in the Sorare's defense? We are aware of the claims made by the Gambling Commission that have instructed our UK council to challenge them. We firmly deny any claims that Sorare is a gambling product under UK laws. The Commission has misunderstood our business and wrongly determined that gambling laws apply to Sorare. We cannot further comment while legal proceedings are underway.
That does make sense. Like, they would have been obviously doing everything they can to be like, and this is not gambling. We don't have the gambling law. Like, is this gambling? But obviously, because there's financial aspects to it, and it is very much buy a team, put it together, play a game, win a prize or don't win a prize.
Yes.
Does feel like gambling with more steps.
Gambling with extra steps. Because I mean, people will, especially in markets where, I would say there's two constituencies that form this argument. One is like old school hobby heads in the States, who are like kind of pre-breaking, they're kind of from the hobby pre-breaking. And then also like new markets, like, like your Ireland or UK or Germany or whatever. I won't say France because, as we know, France has been collecting since the mid 1800s. But
that's right, since the 1500s. Jason.
Yeah, I think France invented collecting, isn't that right? Yeah. So people say, well, if you enter a break, how is that not gambling? If you're on whatnot, how is that not gambling? And the whole idea is that you're getting something fulfilled. So I would say that actually it would be in the hobby's interest for Sorare to win this case.
To beat the case.
We
are Team Sorare. We want Sorare to beat the case. This case is crazy. Because if the Gambling Commission, if they get a few hundred million off this Sorare, they might come looking at breaking next. They might go, hold on a minute. Is that gambling? Is this gambling?
Yes.
The butterfly me. Is this gambling? I'd agree with you. It's because is breaking gambling with extra steps? It becomes the question. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, if you're telling me I can buy these cards, enter into a tournament, and maybe win money or not, or other cards that have a monetary value, because you can also win cards, right?
Mhm.
Then if you look at breaking, I know I'm breaking this down too basic. Yeah, but if you look at breaking, it's like I buy these slots. The slots could be the same as buying cards, right? In Sorare, buy slots, and I'm either going to get cards that make me or don't make me money, or don't get cards at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Now we know that, like, for instance, Whatnot, they have their very clear policy on this, which is that if you enter a break, you have to get something, because you're not. It's not a get something or get nothing thing, you know. Which I might be gambling, but the idea that, I mean, yeah, I would say not all speculation is gambling, because by the logic of the gambling commission's case, then if I buy a Lamine Yamal card, I'm essentially gambling on him doing well over the course of the season. You know, is that like, if you're going to equate that with putting on a Lamine Yamal Ballon d'Or bet with Paddy Power or something like that, you know what I mean?
I know.
So it's interesting.
I could have sworn I even might, like, I don't know if, like, does Whatnot is very anti-gambling? Like, I'm trying to make sure, like, is it, I don't know, I feel like I thought they had like a gambling license. Maybe I'm way off there.
No, surely not.
Yeah, right. I think we would have known. I'm just having a look here, because obviously Fanatics have the sports book, so they could almost be covered if they needed to be. You know what I mean?
If they needed to use a gambling license, they have one.
It's like, yeah, they can quickly be like, okay, need to do this, done. Do you know? Whereas, like,
you know where I've just seen a blog post about this,
about Whatnot,
about whether or not breaking is gambling.
That's a good question.
Is our first ever appearance on any other form of media, I believe, as Soccer Cards United, was with Matt Powers of Power Sports Memorabilia.
Oh yeah, what a king!
And I see on Power Sports Memorabilia, on Matt's website, there is an article here from 2023, a blog post, which is the legal grey area of sports card box breaking, unboxing the issues.
And grey spelt the American way. Look at that.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize that.
That's right.
Huh. So box breaking, let's see what Matt has any little nuggets here. Box breaking falls into a legal grey area primarily because it's a relatively new concept that wasn't envisioned when existing laws were established. Laws surrounding gambling, lotteries as well as one of the things. Is this a lottery? You know, one of the main issues is in traditional gambling, participants place bets with a chance to win something of value based on random outcomes. In box breaks, participants pay a fee to enter, with the outcome dependent on random card pulls from the box. Depending on the specific jurisdiction and its interpretation of gambling laws, box breaks may be subject to regulation or even prohibited. But basically, because of the nature of them and being brand new and kind of being a very niche thing, nobody is looking. And I actually think that that's one interesting difference between digital collectibles and physical collectibles, is that if say the UK Gambling Commission's primary duty is to protect the public from falling into gambling without knowing they're gambling, or, you know, generally doing kind of awareness and kind of consumer protection, then you're much more likely, I think, to fall into something digital than you are to fall into something physical.
It's very hard to fall into this sort of stuff.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, like, what I mean is, like, there's more infrastructure, there's more, like, there are physical products, there are all sorts of things kind of
I think the
happening.
silliness of cards protects them.
Yeah, it seems trivial.
Yeah, it's like, we're not going to dig in, like, come on.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, Pokemon cards, I go into the shops and buying a pack of Pokemon cards gambling, like.
Yeah, is buying Match Attacks gambling? Obviously not.
Yeah, but then maybe it is.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
No, it is. But I think Sorare will be all right in that regard, although it is kind of a weird thing because they're a multi-billion-dollar company kind of popped up out of nowhere. Like Fantasy Premier League, you don't pay to play. At least I don't think. I'm sure there is ways you can pay to play, like maybe certain leagues or whatever.
No, people have their own private leagues where they...
Yeah, where you can do that. But then, like, is that a gambling league? You know, like, because it's the same thing. Only you get...
Yeah, well, like, again, I think it is like people run their own, like with their friends, they run their own league and they kind of, you know, their prize or whatever. But the thing is, that's not a
like it's
billion-dollar company.
It's to spin the wheel at a Soccer Cards trade night gambling, even though it's a free spin the wheel.
Hey, don't say anything about that. Come on, I don't want to get raided at a trade night.
Get shut down, swatted.
Yeah. Us on the podcast with bruises because we got beaten with truncheons for running
I do feel like on a fundamental level, Jason, I do feel,
yeah,
if we ever started breaking, it would be not long after we start breaking, suddenly there'll be a big commission going out, going anyone that breaks is gambling,
sure.
and we'll have charges put against us straight away.
Yeah,
for doing a box of hockey cards or something. I'd be going mad. I feel it. I feel like it's kind of like everyone's kind of playing, and once we get involved, someone's got to come in and take the ball and call us all.
We pull one Conor McDavid young guns run up a deck box, and all of a sudden we
run away with one Lamine Yamal 101, and suddenly laws are being broken. What are you talking about?
Suddenly that's a crime?
That's a crime? Are you serious? All the things I've seen on Whatnot and other platforms for the last 20 years, and now you're telling me as soon as Soccer United want to play, we're getting treated like criminals.
Yeah, if that's wrong,
it ain't right. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Chase.
We talked about Topps UCC Japan on Tuesday, and the fact that we had been on Topps Japan and ordered.
We dipped in.
Yeah. We may have. I don't actually know. Did you check afterwards if we ordered all of the stuff they had available on the website?
I did not. I didn't. I also didn't check if our order was reverted, because sometimes our card on Topps just does not. They don't like it. Why are you telling me it's sold out?
No, I don't know. I'm just wondering.
I'm checking right now, because if it's sold out, I would love it, because it's like that means someone inside Topps Japan is like just delighted.
Or it means that our podcast is so influential that everyone ran to it.
Oh, a bit of both.
Yeah.
Let me try to find it.
While you're checking that, I'll just mention His Wickedness commented and said the Cherry Blossom Parallel, which I believe you were criticizing Topps for using after Panini had used it, has been in Topps Japan baseball product for several years now, as early as 2021 for sure, but possibly even further back. I could only find 2021, but maybe it is even further back. And then,
this is like a classic example of like stained glass. It's kind of like, if you're in this industry long enough, you'll realize everyone's done everything. Or at the very least, Topps has done it prior to Panini.
There is nothing new under the sun. Because again, we talked about this before, but people only listen to some episodes or whatever. But what Fanatics have done to Panini now, Panini did to Fanatics about 10, 15 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah. So
I'm on Topps Japan, able to put 30 cases in my cart, which I'm not going to check out this time. So I'm closing the tab.
Okay, very good.
So no, we're not that influential. Update, we're not that influential.
Yeah, that was a real bruise to the ego just there. People are like, you're pumping. It's like, I wish I could.
Yeah, I can't even pump.
Yeah, Thursday I can't even pump. I used to be able to, but things change. For UCC Japan, says Nishi, there's one Chrome Mojo per box and 2 to 3 numbered Chrome Mojo parallels. Also, the exclusive rare die cut Rule the World inserts and Wonder Kids checklist has 10 more players. For example, Camarda and Vitaroque are both Japan exclusive. Decent product for the price, says Nishi.
Listen, I think I closed down that tab, but I wouldn't have been against going back in, kind of thing. I think I think it's good. I think we have enough. We have more than enough.
Yes.
I think once it's in hand, God knows when that'll be, but once it's in hand, and once it arrives safe, because it very much says on the website, if this gets damaged, that's none of our business. So
yeah, there was a whole we talked about that on Tuesday. A whole disclaimer thing going on. It was kind of crazy.
Like, it could have been semi-lost in translation, but I don't think it was. So hopefully that arrives kind of, I don't want to say soon because I'm not really expecting it soon. Hopefully it arrives safe, and I'll crack on, maybe do a YouTube video and just kind of break it down. Maybe a month or 2 months after it officially was out. But I think it'll go down well. I'm excited. Like I don't know. I think it'll be surprising. We've actually avoided Topps Japan up until this year. Like we've always seen the sets and we're kind of like, yeah, whatever. There was Jade and there's kind of different versions. But I think adding in the Chrome cards kind of caught us here. It's kind of like,
and obviously with the recent success of Lamine Yamal Superfractors, it's like,
that's true.
There's a few more Lamine Yamal Superfractors to chase.
Yeah, you're telling me there's more Chrome stock Lamine Yamal to be chasing, and also, Jason, the success of Flagship this year, which is the first year since we've been in the hobby, that Flagship just went down incredibly, like couldn't keep it, kind of thing.
Yeah. I see on our soccercardsunited.com. By the way, if you want best deals on soccer card boxes, head to soccercardsunited.com.
There is only one place.
And we just plug the old website every 5 podcast episodes. 5 usually maybe 10. But anyway.
People don't even know we have a website, Jason.
We have a website.
We have a web. People don't know we have like next day shipping. That's what they don't know.
Yeah. This is not, we're not like trying to do like a sneaky ad, but people don't know that.
People don't know that. All right.
What was I going to say? Oh yes, I see on the analytics for the website that people click onto the sold out listing for Flagship all the time.
We actually, for this year, we have a few left, a few loosies.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a few. Do you know what? We have.
am I right in saying it was sold out at a certain point?
No, yeah, it was. Yeah, we had a small cheeky restock. But I'm going to tell you now. Oh, it says 12 boxes. That must be accurate. It's not a case though. I know that much. 12 boxes. 12 Lucy's. That's a lot.
Wow. Imagine doing promotion for your own website on your own podcast. That is filthy.
Yeah, did you know our website visits this year are up 55%?
From last year?
Yeah.
Woof.
That's what it compares it to. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, now this next item that I have here on Hobby HQ is kind of like when we're talking about investigative journalism and all that stuff. We were joking about Stadium Club when we were talking about Stadium Club that Steel City seemed to have all the answers, and then we were talking about team sets and Soccer Cards Canada had all the answers, and we never seemed to know anything. But then Enzo sent me a screenshot, I believe, of a screenshot.
That's right.
Of what appears to be an upcoming product from Topps.
I need to lower
What's going on?
I need to be in the absolute darkness for this.
Oh,
people peering through the window, Jason, and knowing about this. A screenshot of a screenshot is exactly how to describe it, and I don't know where that screenshot started before anyone wants to try and hold me to account.
Yeah. So this is let me go up here. This is a screenshot of apparently a new Topps product that's coming at some point. We know literally nothing apart from this what it says on this.
Wait, I'm going to Soccer Cards Canada just in case.
I've already been, and there's nothing about it.
Really?
Yeah. And there is something about the 24-25 Barcelona team set. Which looks good.
Oh my God.
When it's out, but it looks good. No, when I knew there was a product I hadn't heard of, I went straight to Soccer Cards Canada, who generally has their information, 9 to 12
They're the ones manufacturing the product, I think. Oh, that team set looks very nice.
Doesn't it? Yeah. I like those designs. So if anyone wants to see 24-25 Barcelona team sets, you can head over to that website. And they actually have a great feature on that website where if you call, there's a couple of names that redirect you to the same website.
Right.
So I like that feature. When you
click on, I'll get on it.
Okay.
Anyway, they have members only. Stadium Club must be nice. We're not allowed to have that. I'm just going to start being spicy. They look like they've kind of improved their website a little bit as well.
So now, after promoting our website, we're now promoting a different website.
That's right. We are the worst.
That's how bad we are at promotion. It's like we're actually spending now longer talking about Soccer Cards Canada than we were to talk about SoccerCardsUnited.com.
SoccerCardsUnited.com, by the way.
Anyway, so do you want to say anything about where you got this thing I'm about to show people?
It came from.
By the way, it's not. Mine's not going to be blown, but it's interesting.
I can't give a lot of information, but it did originate.
Do you want to say what country it came from?
That's what I'm saying. It did originate. I won't even give it away. It originated in the country of origin of the New England manager. How about that?
Okay, so yeah, very good. Some people are googling furiously now.
Come on, if you listen to this podcast, you don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
So that's where it originated. Seemingly originated.
But yeah, we don't know if that's where it originated. Yeah, but that's where
it came to me.
That's who supplied it to you, is somebody from there.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, right. So this could be an elaborate prank.
Definitely not.
This could be a red herring, a red flag.
It's definitely not.
But here we go. This is what it says. Enzo sent me this screenshot of an apparent new product called Topps Lineage Argentina.
So we know the Lineage set is a set that exists, a brand.
Yes.
And we know that Topps have the Argentina license. So far, Jason, looks legit to me.
What have we seen? We've seen Liverpool Lineage. Was there Manchester City Lineage? No.
Was there only Liverpool Lineage?
I think there was only Liverpool Lineage.
Because then they did Forever, which was similar, but different.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
So this is the second. So this technically wasn't even a brand because it was kind of a once-off, but now it's not a once-off.
Yes, and we know that the Topps got the Argentina license. They have, they did their champion set after the World Cup.
Yep, they did
their
Flitiado. Yeah,
both very popular.
Definitely hard not to be with Leo Messi out there.
Let's have a look. Whoa, look at this stuff. All right,
Maradona
patches, and Messi autos.
It's pretty good.
That's the first. That's the two images, right?
Strong start.
Do you want to read some of this for the people?
Yes, in partnership with the reigning world champions. I say Tops are so happy they won the World Cup. Tops is delighted to present Lineage Argentina 2024, which is also an important thing because we're getting close to the end of 2024. This extraordinary set allows you to dream of performing on the biggest stage with the Bowman players. What?
Yeah, sorry, is this a prank? Did somebody generate this product sheet on ChatGPT and send it to us?
With the Bowman players, live in the moment alongside active stars as they create their own glory and get lost in history with legends of the game as they reminisce on greatness. So stop there. That is important to know. Like, it's 3 cards per box, 3 encased cards per box, and then like a pack of cards. And the encased cards, which were all kind of autographs, and I assume now could be a relic, did always seem to be like it was an up-and-coming player who you probably didn't even know who they were. It was a current player, and then it was a legend. That was kind of the split up of the box. So that's kind of what they're
you'd get like if it was Liverpool, you get like Bobby Clark, Virgil van Dijk, and Jamie Carragher.
Or you'd get Ben Doak. You'd get I want to say Mohamed Salah, but he wasn't in the autograph checklist. So you get
Name another one.
Come on, who was it? That's why it was a bad set.
Would you get like
you get Andy Robertson?
Arnold.
That's right, one of the fullbacks, and then you'd get like a Fernando Torres if you were lucky, or you get a Darwin Núñez, or you could get a dual auto sometime. I opened about 100 boxes, never got a dual auto. But
you get I'll do one more. You get a Conor Bradley, you get a Allison,
and a Danny Murphy,
and a Danny Murphy. Yeah,
that's right.
Okay, so
But I would say it was nice card stock, and it was beautiful boxes. The boxes were great, very nice presentation box.
Yes. Wasn't there an error card that kind of took some air out of the whole thing? But then
Fernando Torres didn't have his proper autographs. That's right. Yeah, he was the big Jason. He didn't. Yeah, that was. Yeah. Now, I want to say this is not an ad because we have not been given this from Tops. In fact, we won't even.
No, I wish this was an ad.
Yeah, I wish it was exactly that. And in fairness, if Tops had given us this information, then you wouldn't have heard it on the podcast because we are professional. We don't receive marketing information and spread it around like wildfire, assumingly trying to sell in advance because we can't handle things. But unveiled a beautiful design base set. First Bowman. It's kind of weird because Argentina had first Bowman in Filetiado, so it's kind of, and like first Bowman hasn't really caught fire everywhere, so it's kind of weird that like Argentina's getting another batch of first Bowman.
We're now getting very, very deep into Argentina prospects. If we've already had Bowman that had like I don't know, Carboni and
Sule,
Garnacho and Sule,
with Argentina Bowman prospects, youth players, blah blah blah, Argentinian icons, Argentinian legends. Now, in fairness, from the Argentina Filetiado set, like there was a strong checklist on the legends, and they've only added since really like the we have Aguero autos now and stuff like that, which you'd imagine might appear here. And rip open lenticular lineage. So yeah, that's kind of an insert card. We had that with you would always get, I think it was Carragher Van Dijk lenticular.
Yeah, there's kind of a bit of lenticular fever going on at the moment.
Yeah, they love that. They say so. I'm just skipping all that, right? They say never meet your heroes, but dream-worthy duo cards come pretty close. I don't know who wrote this, but it's very different than how they normally write things. A lucky few will receive a breathtaking Lionel Messi Diego Maradona dual card that certainly lives up to its dream-worthy name.
All right, stop there for a second. What could that card possibly be if they don't have Maradona autographs?
It could just be like a dual auto. Like sorry, not dual auto. Sorry, just two. Like they've done that.
Two players on a card.
Two players on a card, and it's called Dreamworthy Duo.
I don't know if that's Dreamworthy. I mean,
listen,
I don't dream of a picture of Diego Maradona beside a picture of Lionel Messi.
Mainly because you've seen it before.
I've seen it before with autographs. It's a couple of Prism 2024.
Oh my God. But look, it's better. The Maradona being featured in this is better than him not being featured, especially because it's licensed Argentina, right?
Yeah.
An exciting range, sought after autograph cards featuring past, present, future Argentine ballers in the 3 base designs, as well as brand new dual auto design as the Argentum autograph pair premium partnerships. Indulge in the history of Argentina national team, the King's colors, relics, and auto relic cards, and take yourself back to the gold in Greece in 2004, the Olympic relic and auto relic showcasing Javier Saviolo's match worn shirt from the tournament. That is insane.
Wow.
They have cut up Saviolo's match worn gold Olympic tournament. You can't do that. But it's nice for the guys. Tops Lineage Argentina 2024 includes a once in a lifetime match worn boot relic card to honor the great Diego Maradona. Will you be the one of the lucky few that rips the greatest Maradona book relic? Wait, the greatest. It's like that's like title. Who rips the greatest Maradona boot relic card? 3 encased autographs / auto relic. 1 7-card pack, 10 cards per box, no price listed.
Wow.
And is that a boot relic or what is that?
That
is the greatest. That is the greatest boot relic.
Yeah, look at that. That is this apparently confirms that there are Diego Maradona boot relics upcoming in Argentina Lineage from Topps. We don't know when, we don't know how much.
We don't know anything.
We don't even really know where this document originated.
All we know is that we had it before Soccer Cards Canada, so we're delighted.
I mean, come on. If you're ahead of Soccer Cards Canada.
Yeah. Who probably, in fairness now, after this, will have it on his website with a price and release date.
Yeah, so we're going to be straight on to Soccer Cards Canada from now on, just to try and see if they... I might even send this Soccer Cards Canada and say, don't know if you missed this one, mate, but here you go. Hey, do you know when this is coming out?
Oh, yeah. Do you have a rough price on this?
Yeah.
Is that going to be...
BCC, Soccer Cards Canada and Steel City, and maybe they could tell me something.
Will that be this year?
So there we go. Very exciting stuff. The Argentina products from Topps have done very well. Feliciano is always popular. We had some Feliciano with us in the States at the Soccer Expo in the summer, and people were very interested in it. There's a lot of people very excited by it, more than interested in buying it. Do you know what I mean? They kind of go up and go, is that the Argentina set? Wow.
I think we have 4 loose boxes of that left, and people are hemming and hawing about it every day, Jason, every single day. But I'll say this, Lineage, Liverpool Lineage, which was a slow burn for a very long time, and it eventually kind of caught a bit of fire when most of them were gone. People love the box. Like, the box is a beautiful presentation box. It comes down to print run, I suppose, because Liverpool Lineage, there was enough Danny Murphy autos for a lifetime.
But for the Argentina fan in your life, this is...
Yeah, especially winning the World Cup. Like, you still get the juice a bit. Like, it's nice. But I mean, look, to be honest, like, these are the nicest Messi Topps autographs that we're seeing in terms of Argentina kit. You know what I mean? You're looking at that, it looks beautiful. Because
these are the only Argentina kit Messi... Oh, I mean, you're talking about compared to the other Argentina
the other two. Yeah,
I understand obviously, what you're saying.
I think Feliciano was lovely and it had its own whole vibe to it, but then obviously the other set was like a paper set, whatever. So I think this looks well from what I've seen so far on this one document.
Very, very, very exciting.
There you go. I think I prefer that to like an Argentina Chrome or something. Do you know? Like in terms
there
of
are dual autographs. Yeah. Who would you like to see Messi paired with?
I think Messi will be paired with maybe Aguero, maybe Di Maria. But I'm not even sure if they have Di Maria autos. I don't think Topps do.
Surely they do.
I don't think I've seen a Di Maria Topps auto.
Whoa. Okay.
But I would imagine Aguero. I would imagine
they're
Aguero.
Related somehow, aren't they?
I think there's like Aguero's the godfather or something.
Okay.
Yeah, or Messi's the godfather, Aguero's son, something like that.
Yeah.
Something of the likes. And then Maradona is in there somewhere as well. I can't remember.
Was Diego Maradona Sergio Aguero's father-in-law?
I think so.
And Messi, so the kid has Maradona is his granddad, his godfather is Messi, and his dad is Aguero. Is that right?
Yeah, there's some football Twitter thing. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so football Twitter,
and that could become an autograph, I would imagine, dual auto. But I don't really know. Like, I'm trying to think of other jewels, and nothing is jumping to my brain.
Nothing's popping out at you. Well, that's fair enough.
Well, again, they have Alvarez autos now and stuff like that, so I think it could be a nice set. There's not a lot to go off there.
I'm going to predict that Claudio Echeverri gets a Bowman card.
Okay, good prediction.
Even though he already has a Black Prism rookie or whatever it is, Black Select or whatever. Black Optic, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He'll get a pretty Bowman. Anyway, look, that is it for Soccer Cards United.
Jason, not quite.
What?
You're wrong. Not quite. If you go onto Instagram there, if you could, just before we sign off, and go on to the Soccer Cards United Instagram page, which I've just shared. Well, I shouldn't have been doing it. I took my phone out. Relax. I took my phone out, and this should be an announcement, and maybe announcement at the top of the show. But I think it's fine in here as well because we'll have it at the top of the show on Tuesday, I believe. So that's just for those people that's still here.
This is crazy. I was wrapping up.
Yeah, I know, but that's why you're saying there's not a lot for Hobby HQ. But as far as I'm concerned, these days this is Hobby HQ worthy.
Good Lord,
that's right.
So this is a collaboration post from Soccer Cards United, who I know, and then Q's Cards. Q's Cards in the Netherlands.
That's right.
Q's Cards and Soccer Cards United are coming together on December 1st for the biggest sport card showcase yet. So Q's Cards runs their showcase, and now Soccer Cards United is co-hosting one.
Yeah, in Amsterdam. We are co-signing, co-hosting, attending, setting up in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, or in Amersfoort, should I say.
Sign up today and join over 25 vendors, dealers, collectors for an amazing day to buy, sell, trade soccer, basketball, football, and more right here in Amersfoort, Netherlands. Enjoy a large trade space, drinks, live openings, boxes, packs, and giveaways with our friends from Ireland, Soccer Cards United. See you December 1st. Okay.
And look at that graphic. It's beautiful. I just want to say, for Irish people who are listening to the podcast, flights for that weekend are like €10, 20, €30. Like, they're cheap. So I'm just giving it out to y'all first before we do it at the top of the show on Tuesday. We should probably book our own tickets, Jason. I'll get on that.
Probably should, yes.
Yeah, we probably should, considering we are hosting
co-hosting.
as well.
I would say it's important we're there.
It's important that we have our Aer Lingus flights done before people get them before us.
Drive those prices up.
But that's right, yeah. So we'll have a bit of preparation to do for that in December 1st. But yeah, there we go. Give that a like, boys. If anyone's listening, give it a like. If anyone can make it, amazing. I'm pretty sure Q's Cards has some other kind of maybe on their Instagram has versions of their showcases that they've done in times gone past. But they have like a nice little showroom and they kind of transform it, make it a showcase every now and then. And we are collaborating with them. And we're going to fly over.
Yeah.
We're going to fly over. Like we're itchy, Jason. We want to get an Aer Lingus flight. We want to go to Amsterdam. We've never been. We want to go to the Netherlands and participate in this. It's not a card show. It's more of almost a trade night kind of showcasey thing. I'm happy to be doing it.
Obviously we go to the UK a lot, and because between us and mainland Europe is Great Britain, so we go there. But we're trying to forge relationships on continental on the continent.
That's right.
And so this is great for us to be encouraging the hobby relationship between the Netherlands and Ireland, and long may it continue.
That's right. One of these, Jason.
Yeah, a handshake. We'll get a nice, maybe if we get some like tricolor pins, or like when it's like the two flags and it's like the Netherlands and Ireland, we can, ourselves and the Q's team can wear them.
That's right. I think that's right. Building more inroads for the Irish hobby, and that's what.
Maybe we'll invite some embassy staff.
That's what it's all about. Yes, that's it.
That's what it's all about.
You're saying this is a diplomatic. It's a
diplomatic mission, a trade mission.
That's right.
Yes. So brilliant. Right. God, I'm energized. What an episode.
There you go. People, we'll see you on Tuesday. Jason, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. I hope you're having a nice weekend if I don't chat to you before then. Although something tells me we'll be in deep communication in the trenches.
I think I sent you a text or two. Yeah.
Yeah. But there you go. I hope all is well with everyone in Florida, Orlando, everything. And that's it. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, boys.
Yes.